How many times have you told yourself, I'll do it tomorrow? How many dreams, goals, and opportunities have slipped through your fingers because you kept waiting for the perfect moment? Today, I want to tell you something simple, but life-changing. Tomorrow is an illusion, and the only moment you truly own is now. If you keep living for tomorrow, you're already losing your life today. Everyone tells themselves, I'll start tomorrow. You've said it, I've said it, we've all said it. It's the easiest excuse in the world because it makes us feel like we're doing something without actually doing anything. But here's the truth. Tomorrow is a mirage. It doesn't exist. You think it does. You think it will arrive with the perfect conditions, the perfect moment, the perfect amount of energy, but it never does. Life doesn't pause. Life doesn't say, take your time, I'll wait for you. Every day that passes while you wait for tomorrow is a day you'll never get back. Every hour spent planning for a future that isn't guaranteed is an hour stolen from the present, from the only moment you truly own. We tell ourselves that waiting is safe, that waiting is smart, that waiting keeps us from failure or disappointment. But what we don't realize is that waiting slowly kills our dreams. Waiting teaches us to settle for mediocrity. Waiting convinces us that the perfect moment is just around the corner. But life doesn't work that way. Opportunities don't come dressed in perfect timing. They come in messy, imperfect packages, and they demand action. If you keep saying, I'll do it tomorrow, you are giving your future away to someone else. You are letting time slip through your fingers, and there's no guarantee you'll ever catch it again. Think about the people who waited. Think about the ideas that never turned into reality because someone was waiting for the right time. They waited for clarity, for confidence, for courage. But the truth is, clarity comes from action. Confidence comes from doing, and courage comes from stepping forward even when you're scared. Tomorrow is a dangerous illusion because it tricks you into believing you have endless chances. You don't. Every day that passes is one chance closer to the life you could have had slipping away. And here's something even more important. Living for tomorrow robs you of the joy of today. You can't appreciate today if you're always fixated on a future that might never come. The small victories, the small steps, the small decisions you make today, they're the building blocks of everything you want tomorrow. When you wait, you miss them. When you delay, you lose them. You miss the growth, the learning, the momentum that could have been yours. So the only way to break free from this trap is to start now. Not tomorrow, not next week, not when conditions feel right. Start with what you have. Start with who you are. You know, one of the biggest mistakes people make is thinking that they need to feel ready before they take action. They wait for motivation to show up, like a guest who has been invited but never arrives. I'll do it when I feel inspired, they say. I'll start when I have energy, they claim. But here's the hard truth. Motivation is temporary. It comes and goes, and if you wait for it to stick around, you'll be waiting forever. Action, on the other hand, is permanent. Action is what creates change. Action is what separates those who live with regret from those who live with purpose. The reality is no one is ever fully ready. Life will always throw something in your way. You'll never have the perfect conditions, the perfect circumstances, or the perfect mental state. Waiting for these is just an excuse. The people who succeed don't wait for perfect. They act with what they have, where they are. Momentum doesn't come from sitting idle. It comes from moving forward. Every small step you take today builds a foundation for tomorrow. Every decision to act, even if it's imperfect, sets a chain reaction in motion. That's how progress is made, not by waiting, but by doing. Think about it. How many times have you postponed a goal because you didn't feel ready, only to realize later that the right time never arrived? How many dreams stayed locked inside your mind because you were waiting for motivation to magically appear? The truth is, motivation is like a spark. It can inspire you to start, but it's action that keeps the fire burning. You can't build a house by thinking about it, or by waiting for the perfect day to start digging. You have to pick up the tools and start laying bricks. And yes, the first bricks may be crooked. The first steps may be shaky, but they're still steps. There's still progress. Even the smallest action counts. You don't have to change everything at once. You just have to start. Make a call, write a page, take that first step, and let momentum carry you forward. Once you begin, motivation often follows, not the other way around. Action breeds confidence. Action breeds clarity. Action turns uncertainty into direction. The more you do, the more you learn, and the more unstoppable you become. So stop waiting for that perfect burst of inspiration because it might never come. Stop letting your someday control your life. Start today with whatever you have, however small it seems. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step, and that step can't wait for tomorrow. Do it now. Because action is the bridge between your dreams and your reality. Have you ever thought about regret? Not the small regrets, but the heavy, sinking kind that keeps you awake at night. The kind that makes you question every choice you didn't make. That's what happens when we live for tomorrow instead of today. We tell ourselves, I'll do it later, or I'm not ready yet, and in doing so, we are planting seeds for regret. Because one day you will look back and realize that the life you wanted, the goals you dreamed about, the person you hoped to become, all of it was waiting for your action. And by waiting, by delaying, you let it slip away. Regret doesn't care about excuses. It doesn't care about your reasons for waiting. It only cares that you let the moment pass. People often say, I'll start next week, or I'll try again tomorrow, thinking they have time. But life is unpredictable. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. Every day you postpone is a day closer to a future you may never get the chance to live. Regret is heavier than failure, because failure can be fixed, corrected, or learned from, but regret is permanent. It's the echo of a life unlived. The reminder of all the chances you didn't take because you were waiting for a moment that never came. And here's the catch. Regret doesn't announce itself in big dramatic moments. It creeps in slowly, quietly, almost imperceptibly. You may not feel it today when you push your dreams aside, but years from now, when you see others achieving what you wanted, when you hear stories of people who took action while you hesitated, that's when it hits. That's when you feel the weight of every "I'll do it tomorrow" you ever said. It's a heavy burden, and it's entirely avoidable if you choose to act today. The truth is, living for tomorrow is a form of self-deception. We tell ourselves that waiting keeps us safe, that delaying protects us from mistakes, but in reality, waiting creates a void where regret grows. Every moment you waste wishing for the right time is a moment you could have used to build, to learn, to create, to move forward. Every choice you delay is a choice surrendered to chance. And when the moment passes, there's no rewinding time, no taking back what's gone. The people who succeed, the people who inspire, the people who change their lives, they understand this. They know that action, even imperfect action, is better than hesitation. They embrace the discomfort of starting, knowing that it's better to move forward with courage than to sit paralyzed by fear, waiting for perfect conditions. Regret is inevitable if you keep postponing, but it's avoidable if you choose to step into today. Don't let regret be your legacy. Take action now, because every step you take today is a step away from the what-ifs, and a step toward the life you deserve. Time. It's the one thing you can never get back. No matter how much you wish, no matter how hard you try. Money can be earned again, opportunities can sometimes be recreated, and mistakes can occasionally be corrected, but time is gone the moment it passes. Every second you spend waiting for tomorrow is a second stolen from your life. And yet so many people treat it like it's endless, like it's a resource that will always be there, waiting patiently for them to act. But that's a lie, and it's a lie that costs more than most of us realize. We waste hours thinking we'll do the important things later. We scroll on our phones, we binge shows, we overthink, we plan endlessly, and we tell ourselves it's fine because there's always tomorrow. But tomorrow doesn't guarantee you another chance. Life doesn't promise another day to start over, another week to correct mistakes, another month to chase dreams. Every hour that ticks by is permanent, and every opportunity that passes because you waited is lost forever. If you want to change your life, if you want to achieve your dreams, you have to realize this. Your time today is everything. It's your most precious asset, and it's slipping away whether you act or not. Think about it. The people who regret the most are not those who failed. They are the ones who didn't try. They didn't start because they were waiting for more time, for more resources, for more energy. And when they look back, all they see is the life that could have been. Time doesn't care about excuses. Time doesn't stop for you to feel ready. It moves relentlessly, and it will pass you by if you don't move with it. That's why it's so important to act now, to seize this moment and make it count. Even the smallest effort, the tiniest step, matters more than waiting for the perfect time that will never come. Every decision you make today shapes your tomorrow. Every action you take creates momentum. And every second spent wisely adds up to a life of purpose, growth, and fulfillment. The sooner you start, the sooner you build, and the farther you go. Time is not your enemy, but it is your responsibility. Respect it, value it, use it. Don't waste it chasing the illusion of tomorrow. Invest it in yourself, in your dreams, in your growth. Because the truth is simple. The future you want is built on the actions you take today, and the only time you truly have is now. Your time is now. Don't let it slip away. One of the biggest reasons people delay their dreams is fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown. It creeps in quietly, almost like a whisper, convincing you to stay in your comfort zone. It tells you that waiting is safe, that hesitating is smart, that tomorrow will protect you. But here's the reality. Fear is a trap. Comfort is a trap. They feel good in the moment because they keep you safe, but they slowly steal everything you could have become. Every time you let fear decide for you, you give away your potential. Every time you choose comfort over courage, you shrink your life a little more. Most people think that growth happens when life is easy, when the path is clear, when the timing feels perfect. But that's not how progress works. Real growth, real success, real transformation comes when you step into the uncomfortable. It comes when you do the things that scare you, the things that challenge you, the things that push you beyond what you thought was possible. Fear will always try to stop you. But courage isn't the absence of fear, it's moving forward despite it. And the moment you take action, even when your heart is racing, even when your hands are shaking, that's the moment you start winning. Comfort is the silent killer. It whispers, "It's okay, don't try now. You can do it later." And you listen, thinking that staying safe means staying alive, when in reality, staying safe means staying stuck. The truth is, nothing extraordinary ever comes from staying in your comfort zone. No dream, no success, no breakthrough has ever been born there. Every great achievement, every story of triumph, begins the moment someone chooses courage over comfort. Action over delay, today over tomorrow. And it's not about taking massive leaps all at once. Sometimes courage starts small. Sometimes it's about sending that one message, making that one call, writing that first page, showing up one extra time. The important thing is that you start now. Fear will try to whisper, doubt will try to paralyze you, and comfort will try to hold you back, but action breaks all of it. Action turns fear into power, doubt into clarity, comfort into progress. Momentum comes from courage. Momentum comes from doing what others are too afraid to do. So don't let fear or comfort steal your life. Don't let the illusion of tomorrow lull you into inactivity. Take that first step today, no matter how small. Do the thing that scares you. Step outside the zone where you feel safe. Because every time you choose courage over delay, every time you act despite fear, you reclaim your time, your dreams, and your life. Courage is your key. Use it today. One of the most powerful truths about change is that you don't have to transform your entire life at once. You don't need a perfect plan, a flawless strategy, or endless resources. What you need is to start, right now, with whatever you have, however small it may seem. So many people think that if they can't do everything, they shouldn't do anything. They wait for the perfect moment, the perfect opportunity, the perfect amount of energy, but that's exactly what keeps them stuck. The key to progress is starting small, starting today, and letting momentum carry you forward. Even the tiniest action matters. Sending one email, writing one paragraph, taking one step toward your goal. It may feel insignificant in the moment, but every action compounds. One small choice today leads to another tomorrow, and soon, you have built a chain of victories that no procrastination can undo. This is the principle of momentum. Action breeds more action. Once you start, the energy you create pulls you forward, making each step easier, each decision clearer, and each day more productive than the last. Waiting for tomorrow only delays this momentum, while starting now sets it in motion. The problem is, most people overestimate what they can do in a day and underestimate what they can do over time. They think that change has to happen immediately, and when it doesn't, they give up. But real transformation isn't a single leap, it's consistent daily steps. It's the small decisions, repeated day after day, that shape your life. And those decisions start today, not tomorrow. Don't wait to feel ready, don't wait for the perfect moment, and don't wait for life to hand you an opportunity. Take control by starting right now, even if it's imperfect, even if it's small. Momentum grows fastest when you act. Once you've taken that first step, the next one becomes easier. The fear that held you back begins to fade. Confidence builds quietly, almost unnoticed, and your sense of possibility expands. By the time you realize it, the life you once thought was out of reach is suddenly within your grasp. And all of this begins with one simple choice: to stop living for tomorrow and start living today. Remember, starting small does not mean thinking small. Every great success, every achievement, every dream begins with a first step. That first step is yours to take, and it can only be taken right now. Don't let hesitation or doubt keep you from the life you're meant to live. Every moment you delay is a moment lost. The bridge between where you are and where you want to be exists only in action. Start small. Start now. And let the power of today carry you to the life you deserve. Don't wait for tomorrow, because tomorrow may never come. Start today, take that first step, and make your life unstoppable. Your future depends on what you do right now.